Allison. This is Wonder Crochet. Every couple of months I like to do a little recent crochet favorites roundup where I chat about my new favorite yarns, patterns, books, tools, accessories, anything crafting, crochet, cozy related. So I thought it would be fun to do fall crochet and cozy favorites. I've included some fall things in other roundups, but I haven't done one just big fall favorites video, and I've been wanting to for a while, so I'm super excited for this. If you're brand new here and also new to crochet and you'd like to learn how to crochet plushies like all of these, I have a full online course that I'll link in the description. It teaches you from the very beginning how to crochet amigurumi with over 40 step-by-step videos teaching you basic stitches, more advanced stitches, how to read crochet patterns, and so much more. So grab a warm drink and maybe a fall treat, and let's jump into these fall cozy crochet favorites. First, I wanted to chat about yarn, and to be fair, any yarn can be fall yarn if it comes in fall colors and it's cozy and it has just beautiful warm hues, but I wanted to pick out some of my recent favorites. But again, truly any yarn can be a perfect fall yarn. So the first one on my list is the Loops and Threads Cozy Cub. Now this was one of the yarns that Michaels brought back from Joann, and I think that this one was Baby Bear. I think that was Big Twist Baby Bear was the name. And there's just some beautiful hues of this, especially this sage green color. If you've watched my other vlogs, you know that I've been waiting for a sale to get my hands on this. I'm actually headed to Michael's tomorrow and I saw online that this was on sale, so I'm definitely going to grab some. It's like a mix between a typical chenille yarn and a blanket yarn. It just falls in that like beautiful happy medium that's easy to work with but is still soft, and the size is a super bulky size. So I would say that it falls in between Parfait Chunky and Sweet Snuggles Light in terms of thickness. But there's just some beautiful hues of this one, and I'm so happy that Michaels brought back so many of our favorite Big Twist yarns. And speaking of, that is my next recent favorite yarn, are just all the Big Twist yarns that are at Michaels, specifically the worsted weight. I used to get Big Twist worsted weight yarn at Joann. That was pretty much the only one that I liked, and as you can see, a ton of these are Big Twist. I just like the feel of their worsted weight yarn. If you're not really a fan of worsted weight, I get it, it can be a little bit rough, but that is what I use to learn how to crochet, and that's always what I recommend people to use to learn how to crochet, because I just feel like it's just like the backbone of the beginnings of crochet and amigurumi. Feel free to disagree if you don't like worsted weight yarn, but the Big Twist worsted weight specifically, I love all the colors they have. I love that Michaels has brought it back, so I'm definitely grabbing more this fall. My next favorite yarn for fall, and I have talked about this yarn before, but I just had to bring it back up, Feels Like Bliss. And it's just so fun, and when I think of just like a fall cozy woodland scene and everything is a little bit mossy and, you know, starting to kind of fade out for fall, this is the yarn I think of. So it's similar to Feels Like Bliss. I hope that I didn't say Feels Like Bliss. I meant Feels Like a Dream if I did. It's similar to Feels Like Bliss in that it is just one strand and it has just this fuzzy outer covering. I don't know if that's what you would call it. And it's just lovely. When I made my woodland trolls, I used Feels Like a Dream for the hair here, and I just feel like there's so many fun things that you could do for fall using this yarn, especially if you made a scarecrow and you used one of their lighter hues to add like the straw elements to it. I don't know, it's just so fun to add different textures to your amigurumi, and I just feel like fall is the perfect time to experiment with different textures to kind of take your amigurumi to the next level. And then my last two favorites are both from Premier. It is Premier Spun Colors and Premier Canyon Colors. These are so fun, and I just think that they would both make beautiful, beautiful cardigans and scarves for fall. The hues are so warm, and I love the look of the different colors together and the texture. I can't wait to get my hands on both of these. As you know, it takes me a while to make clothing. I've been working on my fall cardigan for too long, but I feel like I could tackle something a little bit smaller than a cardigan, like a scarf, in either of these yarns. Both beautiful, both have several different fun colorways, and they're both just so warm and just perfect for the autumn season. Now that we've chatted about our favorite fall yarns, let's chat about crochet patterns. And of course, these are amigurumi patterns, since that's really what we're all about here. So I first wanted to chat about a few of my crochet patterns, especially my new crochet patterns, because I've been making fun ones for fall, and I just love making new things for you all, especially for fall markets. Now this next one was specifically requested from my Patreon members as a smaller fun pattern that you can make for fall markets, and it's my fall forest friends. I have a squirrel and a fox and a mini raccoon, and I actually have big versions of all three of these patterns as well, but I wanted to make them itty bitty, and they are low sew. Yeah, I think that you just have to sew the head onto the body, so they're a pretty quick workup, and they come with fun fall accessories like this little scarf and this little vest and little hat, and they all fit, all three of them, since they have kind of the same body shape and size, so you can mix and match if you want. I mentioned this before. Oh, and it also comes with like an apple basket for apple picking, and a little pumpkin spice latte, and also a little pumpkin. So I have mentioned this before, if you wanted to do like a little mix and match at your market, where you can let people choose an animal, a little clothing piece, and then a little accessory for them. I think that that would be really fun. People love choice, and it's just fun to do different things for markets to stand out a little bit. And then we'll do one more of my patterns before I move on to some other designers. And this new one that I just released, it's the pumpkin spook latte. It's a little pumpkin spice latte that has a ghost hiding in it, and it's just a fun surprise, because when you put it in there, then people don't know that a ghost is hiding in there. But I couldn't make just one, because we all know I love a bundle and I love mods. I decided to make a winter one as well. I called this one Hot Snowco. It could also be a peppermint mocha, so whatever you're into. And this has a little snowman hiding inside with his little whipped cream head. If you watched my other vlog, you saw me kind of get the idea for the pumpkin spook latte, and I really loved making that. And then as I was making it, I just kept getting more ideas, and a lot of you on Patreon recommended a lot of fun things for me to make, so I've really been enjoying it. I know that this isn't fall, but you know, winter season is coming soon.
Winter is coming.
And then the next one I actually only have 3 made while I'm doing this, but by the time you're watching this, the pattern will already be out and there will be 4 mods. So the third one is this matcha latte, and it's a little frog. This one just makes me laugh. I don't know if it's like his arms and legs or his little whipped cream hat, but I gave him a little bum in the back. You don't have to do that if you're not into that. I just thought that it would be silly, you know? So we have our little frog in our matcha latte. So we have kind of fall, winter, summer, and then I'll have a spring one. You know, I love to do seasonal pattern bundles. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, let's move on to our next pattern. The next fun fall pattern on our list is this pumpkin goose. This is by Go Crochet Studio, and it's one of the cutest things I've ever seen. I love the little goose in the pumpkin. We've talked about this before. I love any animal that is surrounded by a pumpkin or like popping out of a pumpkin. I just think they're so cute. But a goose? Geese are just so in right now with the Portuguese. Sounds like I'm saying Portuguese. I'm not. Portuguese. And the desk geese. And you like dress them up in little outfits. I just think it's so cute. This pattern is so much fun. It's definitely on my list to make this fall. The next one are these Halloween spiders. You all know I'm not a huge fan of Halloween. Definitely not a fan of spiders, but I had to include these because they're so creative, and I know this is a lot of your vibes, so I wanted to include this one for you. But personally, I love the spider with the little pumpkin on its back. I just think it's so creative. It's kind of like the turtles that have different things on their backs. I made some of those. There's just a ton of them out there. But these spiders I think are pretty unique. And the pattern looks to be really well designed. And we love options. We love mods, right? So this is 3 different ones. The pumpkin, the cauldron, and the graveyard one. I just think that they're unique. I like them so much that I might even make the pumpkin. Oh, and speaking of spiders, I was going to sit down in the chair at my in-laws, and there was a giant spider just like hiding in the corner of the chair. And now I'm afraid to sit down in any chair, and I like check it with a flashlight first. That's how much I don't like spiders, but I'll take a cute plush spider. The next one, I love this one. When it popped up on my feed, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. This scarecrow by Absy Makes. It's one of the cutest scarecrows, if not the cutest scarecrow I've ever seen. I just think it's so well done. She's so talented, and I can't wait to make one of these. It's just so detailed, and like the stitched smile, and even including a little crow. I love it. I really felt like she went the extra mile with this pattern, and again, I can't wait to make one. And then the last fall pattern on our list are these Stash and Stack pumpkins by Little Baby Rory Crafts. These are so fun because it's these little pumpkins that come in 3 different sizes, and you can keep little candy inside of them. I love that. I love any amigurumi pattern that is like functional or has like a popping or surprise element, or you can keep things in it. I just think it's so creative. But I think that this will be a fun way to just store candy if you have guests come over. They can, you know, take a pumpkin off and surprise candy. So those are some fun fall patterns that I've really been loving lately. Now it's time to move on to some fall crochet tools. I've really been loving the Kawaii glitter safety eyes, and I've been using them more and more in projects because it just adds so much more character to crochet patterns, I think. But the ones that I really want to talk about today are the white glitter safety eyes, because they can make any plush look just cool and creepy. Let me show you one that I made. So I made this sea monster, and you know, it's really out of my comfort zone, and I gave it these white sparkly creepy eyes, and I think it's just perfect. So I think it's super fun for spooky season if you want to make some spooky plushies. The white glitter safety eyes I've really been loving lately. Oh, and as always, I should have said this at the beginning, everything is linked in the video description that I'm talking about today, so you can just go there. All the links are there, and they're in order of when I mention them. So if you're looking for that, everything's always in the video description. The next on our list is fall crochet hooks, and you can get a ton of these on Etsy. There's so many different, just like unique and creative fall themed crochet hooks. I think that it's so fun to have just different themed crochet hooks to switch out every season. It just makes things so much more festive and fun. Let me show you a few that I have, but I'm telling you, there's so many on Etsy if you go on there. And there's also tons of creators that make, you know, fall themed crochet hooks or amigurumi stitch sticks or anything like that. Okay, I actually have 3, which I didn't realize. And I'll be honest, I can't remember the exact shops I got these from, but of course I'll link them in the video description. So this jack-o'-lantern one I think is so fun. I was actually using this the other day to crochet with because it's a 4mm, so I was using some worsted weight yarn. This one's just so fun and simple, and it just really lets people know that you're in the fall mood. This next one is actually one of my favorites, and it's a Gilmore Girls crochet hook because nothing says fall like Gilmore Girls. And if you know the show, there's just some fun little elements from it on here. Like there's a dragonfly, there's an umbrella, there's a Yale flag, and then of course the Luke's coffee cup. So this is actually is one of my very favorite hooks that I have. And then the last one is a s'mores kitty. And this was actually a gift from one of you, so thank you so much. I just think s'mores are a fall dessert. It's a fall treat. Fall bonfires and enjoying s'mores, it's one of my favorite things to do. So this one is a little s'mores kitty hook, and again, it's just super fun. Actually, this is a new tool for me, and this is a little bit different because it's not exactly crochet. but this is from Kato, and this is not sponsored. However, they did send me this, and I'm very excited to try it out. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it's the I-cord knitting machine. So if you've used a knitting machine before, then it's very similar, except it makes like a tiny knitted cord. So you weave the yarn in and you create the cord in whatever color or colors you want. And then you use this craft wire and you bend it with pliers to make different shapes. I'll show you a few that they included. They have this flamingo and you can bend it into the shape to make like a knitted image. There's this cat, perfect for fall. I think this is perfect for fall because you can make your own beautiful decor. I'll pop in some images of some finished ones in here of different things that you can do. I can't wait to make a wonder crochet one. Let me know if you want a full video of me learning how to use it, trying to make the wonder crochet actual text, because I want to make it to hang on the wall behind us. So that's a fun tool that I'm very excited to try out. If you have one or if you've used one before, let me know if you like it. Okay, we can't talk about fall favorites without talking about some favorite cozy accessories, because there's nothing better than curling up with a cup of tea or hot apple cider or like a chai latte and sitting down, getting cozy and crocheting. It's one of my favorite things about things getting a little bit cooler. They're not quite cool here yet, but I am gathering everything in preparation for those days. Just sitting by the fire or sitting by candlelight and just enjoying myself being cozy. So here are some of my favorite cozy accessories for fall. The first, and these are so cute and I think really great for kids, are these Warmies stuffed animals. Basically, you can heat them up in the microwave. They're weighted. They're really great if you have anxiety or just need a little bit more calmness. They're great to sit on your chest so you have some pressure there. Also great for kids. I think that this one is actually lavender scented too, so I really can't think of anything more cozy and calming than this. But I love a functional plushie, and warming these up and maybe setting it on your lap while you're crocheting I think would be lovely. The next is this reading pillow, crocheting pillow, I think. This is fun because it's almost like a cocoon. You know, you're sitting in there and it supports your head and it kind of just feels like a warm hug. So I have seen lots of different like crochet pillows. Like I use a boppy nursing pillow to crochet. I've seen people use Polari pillow. Anything that we can use to kind of support our bodies and help us to be a little bit more comfortable, I think is wonderful. I think that this will be great for that. This next one is more of cozy decor, but I ordered them and I can't wait for them to come. These mushroom shelves. If you can see, I've had these cloud shelves here a while, and I really want to switch them out. The cloud shelves are great for like spring, summer, but for fall, the mushroom shelves to display plushies on, they're just so cute. Anything mushroom for fall, I think, is perfect. It's cozy and I'll never get tired of the mushroom theme. You should see the rest of my house during fall. But these are so fun. I can't wait to show you them when they get here, but if you want to have little mushroom shelves to display smaller plushies, definitely get them. Please send me a picture of them as well. And then a few more things that we absolutely need to have the coziest fall are these cozy flameless candles. I love any type of candle really, except I don't love using scented candles all the time. I'm very picky because I'm sensitive to smells. So if something is scented and it's on for a while, it starts to give me a headache, but I still want the ambiance. So flameless candles I think are perfect. It sets the mood without the smells, or there are a lot of candles that are toxic. I won't go down this rabbit hole, but flameless candles I think are a great alternative to that. Oh, and the last thing on this list, let me show you because I have one. Again, this is not sponsored, but the company did send me this. It's a giant hoodie. That's literally what the company is called, giant hoodies. And when I say that this is so comfortable, soft and smooth, and the inside is just like that nice fleece material. It's like, it's a dress. Like this comes down to my knees and I'm fairly tall. It really is just like a blanket in a hoodie. I just really recommend, if you want to be the coziest this fall, to get one of these. Now that we've talked about some crochet favorites and cozy favorites, I want to talk about other cozy hobbies besides crochet. Don't get me wrong, crochet is obviously my absolute favorite thing to do, but I have also been enjoying some other cozy hobbies too, and found some really great ones that are fall themed specifically. So if you really want to get into the fall mood this year, listen up. This one first are mushroom word search puzzles. I really enjoy word searches. I love anything that kind of tears me away from my phone and constantly looking at screens, and the word searches are just so fun. You can really do these anywhere too, but you know how I feel about mushrooms. This is just a fun one to try out. Also, if any of my family members are watching and maybe wondering what to get me for Christmas or birthdays, these cozy hobby things would be great. Oh, but this next one I do have. Let me show you. It's this 3D sticker book where you basically have these little cozy scenes and you have all these different stickers and you peel them off and you place them on the scene. It's so relaxing. It's so fun. And they have a lot of different ones. This one is more just like cafe themed. Let me open her up. But it comes with these little tools where you can easily pick up the stickers without, you know, bending them or, you know, having to use your nails. I really can't wait to do these. Oh, look, it's a Christmas one. Let me know if you like this type of video and I'll do one for the Christmas winter season as well. The next one on our list is, of course, a cozy coloring book. How many times can I say cozy in this video? I'm sorry. I have some that I really enjoy. This Fuzzy Huga one, it's on my list to get next. I have this cottagecore one, typical. And there's just lovely coloring scenes in it, and I will say it's just very stress relieving. Cottagecore one has a lot of fall scenes in it, like look at this hobbit door. So this one, I'll link the Fuzzy Huga one because that one just gives all things autumn vibes. Look at this one. It's a little bee cross stitch. I love this. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I clearly can't wait to sit down with these cozy hobbies. Sometimes I feel like I need a break from crochet, like when I lose my crojo, and anytime that happens, if I do another hobby that is kind of relaxing and I can turn my brain off almost, it always helps and it always brings my crojo back. Okay, we have just a few more fun different hobbies. This next one is this wooden puzzle bookend. I actually got one of these for my dad. It's a greenhouse one, and he's working on it with my niece, and they're just having the best time. She loves all things Legos, and this is like Legos. It has the instructions of how to put everything together, but it's definitely intricate. There's so many different pieces, and you just build this beautiful scene and you can display it, or these ones you can put on your bookshelves and they light up too. It's so fun. So I need to get one for myself too, but I have been enjoying watching them make theirs because the little pieces are just so fun, and again, it's just a really nice relaxing hobby. Our next one is a paint by number, and specifically this autumn paint by number. It's a really pretty scene and I feel like I would actually want to display this. I never really liked paint by number when I was younger because I always felt like it probably took too long, but now as an adult I can't wait to do just a nice paint by number, just kind of turning your brain off a little bit just to relax and relieve some stress. And then the last one on our list, speaking of Legos, is this A-frame. It's almost like Legos. It's not the Lego brand, but it's kind of the same idea, just building it like brick by brick. And the A-frame is so cute. I actually want to live inside this house. But Legos are always a fun, cozy hobby. I just specifically like this one for fall time. So I hope you have enjoyed our fall crochet cozy favorites video. I absolutely love putting these together because it gets me in the mood for each of the seasons and just gets me excited about trying new things, doing different things. It's always so much fun. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. If you have any fall crafting or cozy favorites, please leave them in the comments. You know I love to read and respond to your comments. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And as always, we'll see you again real soon.